Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Angels News. Today is Tuesday, the 12th of April, and I'm Rakefet Beka. I'm a spiritual guide and teacher for practical channeling, and we are here every Tuesday. And I have to say that I'm so proud of us being consistent and being here every week, and no matter what, except from next week, which I will have a holiday and I will not be here. I'll be camping, but still, it's not something to take for granted that when we do process, we are not giving up and we are being consistent. So if you're joining me for the first time, write your name, write where you're from, and say hello, that I will meet you and know who you are. And if you are here joining me, and you can say hi. Hello, Anna. I see that you're joining me. That's so great to see you. And I see more people joining. So say hi, and you can tag your friends. You can share this live, because we are here to make a change, make it different in the world. This is why they're sending us all those amazing lessons and amazing information. So if you've seen the weekly message on this Sunday that came from Moses, and he started the message by saying that he feel in his heart, that he carry in his heart his mother Yocheved. And he said afterwards that what we need to do in this time is actually clean karma and finish karma from the lessons that we have now in this lifetime. Hello, Mary Ann. Hello, it's good to see you. So he said that in this time, what we are about to do is we are about to start a new karma, a new lesson of this world. So I want to explain the meaning of all this so we can really understand what we need to do. So first of all, we know already that there is no time, that everything is happening at the same time, and all lifetimes are parallel to one another, and they're not in the past or in the future. They're all happening now. But during this lifetimes and the time that the world exists, we had lessons that were all related to one another. So we have the family that we live with in this lifetime. Okay, I have my mother, my father, my sisters, my husband, my kids. This is my family that I have in this lifetime, but I also have other people that are related to my soul. So they are the family of my soul, and they don't have to be the same people that are now in my family, that I know that they are in my family, but they can also be people that I meet during my life. They say something and they change my life completely, or they do something, even hurt me, and they change my life completely. They take me to a different course. It can be maybe a teacher that said something to me. It can be a boss that believed in me and gave me strength. It can be someone that hurt me, and can be all kind of people that I meet during my life. And I meet them in different lifetimes. I meet them, and they have a part. They do something in my life to change, to give me a twist, and to maybe even help me shape who I am. It can be for good or for bad, but it's always for good. Sometimes it feels like it's a bad thing. If someone harm us, it feels that he hurt us. So how can it be good? Because he helped us shape who we are. So these people are related. We are related. We are a family, our soul family. So what happened is that during this lifetimes that we have those people that we have karma with, and we meet them in different lifetime in all kind of situations. Sometimes they're someone that help us, sometimes they're someone that hurt us, sometimes they just show up in our life, say something and leave us, and sometimes they break our heart. And these people we have karma with, and now we have to change it. And we also have karma with those people that are with our inner circle, okay, our close family, like our parents and our kids and brothers and sisters. And what he said, Moses said, like I said before, he started by saying, I carry my mother in my heart. So he started by saying, I carry the karma in my heart. Now, I don't know if you know, but when a mother is pregnant, she's carrying her baby in her womb, and then if she have a girl, so the eggs are already in the girls, in the embryo is already created. So the mother is actually already carrying not just her daughter, but also her granddaughters. and she's carrying them also in her womb. And this only show us how much how is the relationship is so strong, the bond they have in with them, and how much the karma infect not only my daughter but also her daughters. And this is how strong it is. And he said, I carry my mother in my heart. This is how he started the message. And this is time to clean the karma. This is the time to clean the karma. Now, why is this the time to clean the karma? Because until now, what happened was that we had all those lessons in our world that were all related to relationships. And even when they were higher level of knowledge here, when there were Atlantis and Lemuria, when they exist, they knew a lot more than what we know, but they knew so much that they struggle in the lesson of relationships, of and this is why they didn't stay. So now what happened to us is that we know less. Okay, we forgot a lot of things. Okay, we blocked these things, so we will be able to do the lessons of relationship better than what they did. But now what's going on is that we are starting to shift and to open again our minds to more knowledge that is already exists in this world, but we are not aware of it because we were supposed to pay attention to the lesson of relationships. So we had all kind of lessons that were related to not only relationship but equal, okay, like in the slavery and women rights and the right to vote and to learn and to see how equal we are as people, and now taking care also to nature, and then the lesson of unity that we are now in. So the next lesson will actually be combining us, a combination of learning how to be united and at the same time know the knowledge that they knew and not destroy the relationships, and understand how to use this knowledge that we have together and make the best of it. And this is what he started telling us. In order to go to that new phase, which will take us years to get there, you need to clean karma now from yourself, from the souls that are in your family, that the souls that are in your family of the soul, okay, and the souls that are in your family now in this inner circle of your life. So we need to do a shift now of the lessons from what we had to new lessons, and we're gonna do this in this upcoming month. We're gonna do this in step by step, like they said. They always take us by baby steps forward, and they're gonna show us how to do it. So now is the time to clean karma. That means to sit down and to maybe make a list of the people in our family and to see how we finish those lessons that we have with them, how we forgive them, how we are doing a process of them forgiving us and forgiving ourselves for everything that happens now, because it have to be not only in this lifetime but also in other lifetimes. I will have an initiation for it in the 1st of May, and then I'll translate it, some of it to English. So because the initiation is in Hebrew, so I'll translate some of it to Hebrew to English, and then I can put it also in my website and on YouTube, so you can do it as well. Because this upcoming month, this up until September, it's time to do this cleaning, the karma cleaning from all lifetimes, not only from this lifetime. So what they are saying is that new knowledge is coming now to this planet, and they show it to me in the weekly message. He showed it to me like there's a big funnel from up from the sky to our crown chakra, and there is a light coming in that is cleaning our body, but not just our body, also our aura. And if you remember, we talked about it, our aura is actually the womb, which is helping us feel protected and cleaning us and helping us grow. Because what happened to the embryo in the womb, it's growing, it felt protected, it had all the things that he needs, he's nourished from everything that he needs in order to grow. So this is our aura. Our aura is actually carrying us and holding us and giving us a safe place to grow. And this is the light that came from, this is going through the funnels, actually cleaning our bodies inside, and also the aura that we have, so we will feel protected. I see there is a question. Um, what is the meaning of forgiveness for you? Can you explain it to me? How can we forgive someone that hurt us? Okay, so Angela, this is a very, very good question. I first of all, I have to say that what I'm going to say is going to sound difficult, maybe, but I can tell you that I have done it myself to a few people that hurt me, some that hurt me badly, but I found a way to do it. And the first thing is to remember that they are just doing a part. They have a role. Okay, it's like I think that one of the most difficult things to people to hear when I say that Hitler, for instance, I'm Jewish, so to say it is difficult for people to hear, actually had a role that helped us lift us to a new level of consciousness, not because he did something good, no, the opposite, because he did something bad, something that hurt other people, and he helped us open our eyes to not let that thing happen again. So when someone hurt me, I know that he's just here to show me something that I need to do different in my life. He's here to show me that I need to learn something about myself. So if someone hurt me in the past, I see that he helped me eventually find the strength that I have in me, okay, to save myself. For instance, something happened to me when I was 19, and I learned from that situation. It took me years to come out from what I felt from the depression that I was in. But when I got out of it, I found that I have a lot of strength in me, and using this strength to bring me to where I want and to feel actually safe even when I'm alone, because I know that I have me to protect myself. I don't need anyone else. And this is something that I didn't know before about myself. So first of all, to remember that part, that person have a part, have a role, and he's here for a reason. And whatever it is that he's done, it's not giving him excuses. He have his own issues. He have his own lessons that he needs to do work with and to finish karma with, because otherwise he will experience karma in different ways. But for myself, I'm I'm forgiving myself first of all for hating, for being bad to myself, okay, for being mad at myself, for not understanding. And then when I forgive myself and I see the strength in me and I understand what I learned from that situation that happened, so I know that I can start forgiving that person and see the pain that he had when he did what he did. And when people are hurting other people, it's because they are hurt. Someone hurt them along the way. They are hurt. Something inside of them is asking for love. And they're hurting other people. That's not a way to do it, but they're hurting other people because they are hurt. So I'm sending love to them because I understand that if they will have unconditional love, they will experience that. They will not harm other people. They will not have the need to. Okay. So it's not that I'm giving them excuses, it's just that I understand that they are a lack of love. And then I understand, I look at the child that they are, at the inner child, the small child that is asking for love, so I can forgive them. Okay, I hope that this helped you. So when they're telling us to see the light that is above our heads, they're actually telling us to know that this light that is now going in our body is helping us clean all the karma from ourselves, because the karma is in our cells. Okay, this is actually what makes us look older. The wrinkles is from the situations that we live in, and the karma that we're not letting go. We're not letting go of pain, we're not letting go of anger, we're not letting go of stress. Okay, so this is the wrinkles that we have, because if we live in a happy and calm life, and then if we feel that we are connected to love and to unconditional love, so our life and our cells and our blood and everything in our body know how to regenerate. So they know how to create new, clean, healthy cells. That our body knows how to do it. So we just need to give it the right ingredients. Okay, it's like a recipe. How do I create? How do I cook my body clean and my body is healthy? How do I cook it? I put happiness. I put the right ingredients. I put calmness. I put things that make me feel calm, safe, secure, and all the things that I'm looking for in my life. For each person can be different things. So the light that is now above our head, the funnel that I saw is actually sending love into our body, into our aura. And they said also new knowledge is now coming to the world, but this is not the time for the knowledge now to do it. It's not the time to act on the knowledge that we receive. It's the knowledge that we now receive. We need to write it down. It will take a few months until we will be able to do things with it. So if you're receiving information, messages from the angels, from light entities, write down the messages that you receive. If you, I don't know if you know, I think I never said it. I have a workshop, actually channeling a workshop to connect to a spiritual guide. It's a 12, I think 12, 12 videos with a meditation to how to connect to a spiritual guide. So if you want, I can put the link here and you can do this and receive messages from your spiritual guide to connect to him. So this is the time that we receive information, but we're still not acting on it. Now we are cleaning the karma from our body and from our aura, from our souls, because when the new knowledge is coming to us and we want to create a new world, we need to do it by using new lessons, not the old lessons, because otherwise it's like we're contradicting the new lessons. Now, they say that in this time, you remember that we talked about the future, to see the future, and we talked about living in communities. And what happened is that in this time, cleaning karma is important because it's time for us to align with the people, to align the energy and to align the spiritual level that we are in with other people that we're going to create a communities with. So I'm going to give you an example that when people are getting married, they're usually in the same, they're aligned in their spiritual development. And then when one person is going up, okay, going higher and doing some processes and spiritual development or personal development things, and the other person is not, they feel that they are disconnecting. They feel that they are not matching anymore. So what needs to happen is that if one is doing it, the other one needs to do it as well, but not in the same rhythm. It's okay if someone's doing it fast and the other one's doing slower, but you cannot do it for the other person. Okay, you cannot do it for the other person. And I want to tell you something personal. I told in Angels News this morning when I said in Hebrew, and it's important for me to share it with you, although it's personal, because I think it's a very good example. When my husband and I, before we got married, which was about 13, 14 years ago, I received a message that I need to raise my spiritual level, but that if my husband will not raise his spiritual level, we might not stay together. Now, immediately, it was just before we got married, immediately I thought, what? So I don't want to raise my spiritual level because I'm going to get married. I want to be with that person. I want to have kids with that person. I want to have a life with that person. I want to live with him forever. So I'm not going to raise my spiritual level. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to develop myself because I want to stay in the same level as his. And I remember that I had about 6 months talking to the angels, like negotiation with the angels and with God, and telling them, but I don't want to do it. And they kept telling me, this is the way that your soul chose. This is what your soul chose to do in this lifetime, to bring light, to bring information, to bring the messages to the world. You cannot not do what your soul is here to do. This is the calling that your soul chose. So you have to do it. And if he will choose to do it, so you can stay together. If he will not choose to do it, so you will not. And said, okay, so can I help him do it? And they said to me, you can try, but it's his choice. You cannot choose for him and you cannot force him. So I had about 6 months negotiating, and then I found out that I cannot resist it. This is what my soul chose to do, and if he'll choose to do it as well, it's his choice. And if not, so it won't. It won't happen. So luckily, he did choose to do something. He's doing it slower than I because he don't understand exactly what I'm doing. But it's okay because I don't need him to understand. I understand, and he's doing his own spiritual or personal development. But what I want to tell you is that I was very afraid and I was very scared, and I was willing to let go and to not to do this spiritual development because I was so afraid that I would lose the things that I already know, the familiar things that I know that I created in my life. And sometimes we really want to hold the things that in our life, so we are afraid to do something that we know that will give us this jump, the leap that we need in order to take us to the next level of our spiritual development. And then the thing is that what I'm trying to say is we need to be all in. We need to understand this time we are now in is so important. And if you are now hearing this message, so I want to read you what they told me to write and to read the people that are listening to this Angels News, and you can share it with other people, you can tag other people. If you think people need to hear it, send it to them, okay? So they told me to write it down like this. You are now in a time that you're asking all the time, what is my part? Okay, this is the angels said. What is my part in the world? What is my role? Well, it's much bigger than what you can imagine. Otherwise, you wouldn't been here and this time to hear us saying this sentence now. So, you understand what I'm saying? We are afraid. We are afraid to do the leap. We're afraid to jump because we are used to something in our lives. It might be good, but they're telling us your role is so big that you cannot even imagine it. And they are here to remind us this, that our role is so big and that we need to really be in this role. Don't ask the questions all the time, but say that I'm here. I'm here to do my part. And so many times when I was a child, they showed me all kind of visions of the futures, things that I already happened, something that still haven't happened. And I used to ask them, but how am I going to get there? And they said to me, it's not a time for you to know that. We don't need to know how you'll get there. You just need to know that you will get there. So we're showing it to you. So you will have that vision and you will have that faith in your heart that you know that you're going to get there. We're going to show you the way. We're going to take you step by step. But you need to know that you are going to be there. And this is what they're telling us now. Don't ask what is your role. Just know that your role is much bigger than what you can imagine. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here right now in this Angels News hearing it. Okay, so now it's the time for us to clean the karma from ourselves, to observe more knowledge and information that they're sending us, and to let it be, and to feel it, and to experience it in our bodies. Okay, so this is what they're asking us to do. This is what they're asking us to be in, and they want us to be all in. They just want us to be all in. Um, I I don't know if you have any questions, but if you do, write them down. I love to know if you understand what they're telling us, because I think it's so big, it's so important. So when we know that we are, it's not just that we are okay. It's more than that. Okay, it's much bigger than that. Is that we have a part, we have a role, we have a role that we still don't know because it's so big that we cannot imagine. um, so before we will finish, I want to tell you one more thing. Today, not today, on Friday is going to be Passover, and it's a Jewish holiday, and we eat for the entire week. It's about the Passover is actually the holiday that we are celebrating, that the Jewish left from Egypt, and it's actually a holiday that symbolizes freedom. And at this time, exactly at this time, there is also the holiday, which is called Ramadan for the Muslims. And I had today someone here for our electricity of the house, and he's Muslim, and we started talking about the meaning of the Ramadan. And in the Ramadan, they are fasting from the morning to the evening until the sunset, and then they eat only in the evening. They celebrate, and then again in the morning when the sun rises, they stop eating and they start fasting until the evening again. And we talked about our holidays, and he said to me that when they bless one another, they say Ramadan Karim, which means Ramadan is generous. Okay, well, to have a generous Ramadan, which means that the time of Ramadan is actually talking to us about learning how to be patient. Okay, because you don't eat all morning, you're waiting for the evening. It talks to us about being generous, about how to be in the evening, to be generous and to see generosity in other people, seeing equal, that everyone are the same, okay? Because everyone, doesn't matter if you're very rich or very poor, you're all fasting, you're all celebrating in the evening. And it's actually teaching us to see how people are together. And they're in the evening, they're meeting all the family for entire month and celebrating every evening. And in Passover, we also meet, we celebrate for a week, and we meet and we celebrate freedom, liberty. And what they ask us, the angels asked us in the last initiation, in the initiation before also, they told us, look at your holidays and bless the entire world with the meaning, with the essence of your holiday. Okay, don't bless only the people that are celebrating with you, not only the Jewish or the Christian or the Muslim, the people that are celebrating with you. No, bless the essence of that holiday, the entire world. So I want to bless you in liberty and freedom, and also inner freedom. But also, although Ramadan is not my holiday, I want also to bless all of us to be generous and to be equal and to be patient and to learn how to be strong in our will, and to see also the generosity in other people, to show them how to be strong in their mind, in their open heart, and that we will always be open to see other people and to talk to other people and to feel the hearts of other people around us, because we all want the same. We all want to feel good, to be happy, to have food, to see our children grow. This is what we all want. We all want the same. So, from my heart to your heart, to the entire world, I bless you with freedom and generosity, and please pass it on. Pass it on. I love you and thank you so much for being here every week. Next week, we will not do the Angels News because I'll be in a holiday. But I hope that I will do the weekly message on Sunday. I still don't know if I can, but I hope that I will. So please pass it on, tag more people, send it to them, and I will see you next week. Bye.